Good morning, UPB OptionMillionaires.com, August 4th. It's a Monday, 2014, about 3 minutes before the market is going to open. I'm going to do a really quick market video, tell you where I think the market's headed in the short term. You can see on Friday, we had a significant volatile jobs report day where the market, to me, held an important line in the sand. We'll get into that in a second. But you can see the selling has been fast and furious since we hit our highs about a week and a half ago. We had significant moves to the downside, but nonetheless, we're still within striking distance of hitting new record levels in the short term, and I think that's what's going to happen. If you look from a longer term, this is the S&P 500 futures. To me, it looks like on Friday we hit some nice support. We had a lot of action, both to the downside and the upside. We closed down about 1/3%. And you look here from a longer term 2-year daily chart, we perfectly, and I talked about this last week, I talked about this trend line here. This is the Abenomics low. You draw a trend line across. Each time we've come down to it, we've bounced significantly and ultimately ended up at new higher highs. So we're going to hit new record levels if this trend is any indication. If we do break below it, that will be indeed a very significant break of the Abenomics trend line. We did break it briefly back at the start of this year. And you can also look for the relative strength index. Each time it is broken down into oversold territory as it is now, we've seen significant reversals to the upside. Look at the last time back earlier this year. We dropped down about 175, was that? And significant move to the upside. So we'll see what happens here. As the trading session opens, the second trading day of August, I do think futures are skewed to the upside, that we're going to continue to the upside. Something else to keep an eye on is bonds. And we're seeing that trend line act as support now. Even when we come down to 112 on TLT, it's the 20-year bond treasury ETF. I think from a longer term perspective, we're setting up for higher prices. Some may say that that would portend a weaker stock market as people are buying bonds, utilizing cash from selling stocks and putting their money into bonds. And I think we're going to see both stocks and bonds continue to rally and defy all logic. It is logical, Captain, for asset prices to rise with bond. No, nothing's logical in this market. The only thing logical is following the trend. And if you look from the 5-year SPY chart for the S&P 500, the trend, in spite of this nice red candle, remains to the upside. We've had sell-offs in the past, and pullbacks have all been bought. And until we break through significant support trend lines, this market is one that is going higher. All right, UPB here, OptionMillionaires.com. It's my quick video outlook. I think stocks are going higher. I think the market's going to be over the $200 level on the SPY, and Dow Jones Industrial Average is going to continue to rally. The VIX, which has been soaring recently, let's pull up a chart of the VIX, is going to start pulling back here. We're over at 17. Oh, can you feel the tension, the anxiety, the fear in this marketplace? Everybody's talking about how low it was. It dropped about 10.8. Now it's at 17. So we'll see if we can get a pullback on the VIX. All right, UPB here. I'll see you in the chat room at OptionMillionaires.com. We have a lot of earnings this week. Disney, Groupon, GMCR, to name a few, and I'll do another video on that in a little bit. All right, everyone have a great trading week. See you in the chat room. Goodbye.